Welcome everybody to the Falcon one-shot. On the agenda, we have Corpse Party here today. Now with Corpse Party, it's really easy to lose track of what is what. There's so many different reimaginings, so many different remakes, that it's kind of really hard to track what is what. So I will do my best right now to explain to you what this version here is. Number one, I am playing this on the Steam release, which is going to be on the 25th. This video should be coming out on the 26th, so I'll be a day late on the release, so I do apologize for that. But this is going to be the Steam release of Corpse Party. This is going to be the 2008 version on the PC Engine, which to my knowledge was exclusive to Japan up until now. So this right here is the second iteration of the game. Initially, we had the RPG Maker variety back in the late 90s, if I'm correct over here, like the really old school graphics. This right here is essentially I want to say the definitive version that has like the updated graphics and it has a lot of the bonus content. This version here alone, as a matter of fact, has like at least 4 different bonus chapters, if I'm correct as well. So there's a lot more content to this version, and it's also like the more updated one compared to the RPG Maker variety. In 2011, we had the PSP remake, which is the one that I'm familiar with, as the one that kind of really exposed me to Corpse Party to begin with. And I really like that one a lot. But this right here is going to have a lot of extra content and extra bonus features as well that weren't in the PSP version for, rights reasons or whatever. And more importantly, this is actually being published by XSEED and Marvelous. And if you're familiar with XSEED and Marvelous, they are really amazing when it comes to not censoring games. So if you're a really big fan of not playing a game that's been censored or, for whatever reason, XSEED and Marvelous is really good at that. So this right here is going to be untouched, not censored, and bonus content. So this right here might be the definitive version to date now. So we're going to jump into chapter number 2, which is going to be obviously after the start. But the game does take a little bit of time to actually build up to, stuff actually happening. And I want to show you some of the crazy stuff in the game over here. So I think chapter 2 is a really decent enough startup point. If you're not familiar with Corpse Party, I will give you a bit of a rundown here pretty soon. But for now, let's go into chapter number 2. Should note that everything in this game is voice acted, so right now for the premise of the video I did disable the voices so I could kind of speed through the dialogue, but everything in the game is going to be voice acted. It's going to be the original Japanese voice acting as well, so just a bit of a heads up for you. Naomi, whew, that should just about do it. I hate being in charge of gym equipment. All because of that stupid co-ed meet in 2 days. Why can't the boys class rep take care of that grunt work? Hee hee, yeah. Freaking Kishinuma. Doesn't he know that what a delicate flower I am? Most I've ever had to lift before was chopsticks, and he expects me to lug around a damn pommel horse? Ooh, I'm not sure what kind of noise that is. Naomi, that is one pretty sight. Huh? What is? That booty you got! Oh, yeah! Turn back around, baby. What? Yours is way cuter. I love it when girls talk about each other's asses this way. And I get to just be eavesdropping like a skeevy perv. No, I don't do that too often, I swear. Especially at my age, if I actually went around listening to high school girls talk about each other's ass, people might get the wrong impression about me, and that's not what I'm about. I swear to God I'm not. Mine's is all plump like a duck's. There's nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with a plump booty, baby. What are you saying? You've got what they call childbearing hips. It's a good thing. It actually is. It means when you get older, you can pump out all the babies you want with the greatest of ease. Is this what we're talking about right now? This is great. I'm actually kind of happy to hear you say that. Hee hee, you do have a certain motherly quality to you, Naomi. It's no wonder you're so good with kids. But of course, I'm hoping to raise 4 children one day. 4 children? Wowee. I'm scared of 1 child in my life. 4 kids, huh? Sounds like you'll be making one lucky guy real happy. No. Ominous music. Oh! My God. No! 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 Since we are jumping into chapter 2, and that right there is kind of like how chapter 1 ends off in a way. This game is really grim, really violent. Like, The story, you know, it's basically, I'll give you a small rundown really quickly here. You are in the academy, there is a certain student that's leaving, transferring to another school, and the kids try to do like some sort of seance or pact where they'll be friends forever, it doesn't matter if they move to different schools or whatever. And unfortunately, the seance pact is what causes this entire demonic, killer, gruesome, gritty experience to kind of go down. That's essentially the story right there, like a really thin veiled version of it. Let's see here. We have Miss Shishinoda. Wasn't that Nakashima's voice? And she was screaming. What do I do? I can't let anything happen to my students. Wheeze. Chatter. Does that mean that she's trembling? So her teeth are chattering? That must be it. Gasp, gulp, sputter, wheeze. Random sound effects now. Chinozaki, it's alright. Please calm down. But you heard it too. Outside, her voice. Wheeze, shiver. I did. I think she's hyperventilating. I need to try to calm her breathing before she passes out. It probably wasn't a real voice. I'm sure it just sounded like one. Maybe it was the building settling. Why do people always say that? It's always like, if you hear a weird noise, oh, it's just the house settling. I mean, I understand it does happen. I will tell you this much, like my apartment no less, settles all the time. Like, I'll hear like weird-ass noises, and I hear where they're coming from. They'll be coming from like my entertainment center or something, and I'm like, what is that over there? It's so weird. Why do you constantly make noises? So that actually does happen, but that's always like the excuse for every single time you hear a weird noise. Oh, it's just a house settling. It's like, what if it's not, huh? What about then? Anyway, I'll go check it out, though, and see if I can figure out what it was for sure. You two stay right here, okay? Gasp! Wheeze! Miss Shishoda, wait! Don't leave us! Shinozaki. It's okay, Teach. I'll keep an eye on Shinozaki. Okay. Or, better yet, how about I go take a look and you wait here? Not a chance. Until I can verify everyone's safety, I want to keep you two out of harm's way. Well, okay, I guess. Be careful, though. No! Look, she'll be fine. Jeez. I'm counting on you, Kishinuma. I'll be back in no time. No problem. I'm actually scared. My legs are even shaking. I have no idea what's going on. My head is spinning. I can't make sense of anything. My chest hurts like my heart is encased in ice. And I can't shake this dizziness or this nausea. But when I think about the possibility of something horrible happening to my dear students, I can feel a newfound energy welling up within me. I feel like, if nothing else, I can at least play the part of the level-headed adult. Valor, thy name is education. Alright, so now we're in control over here of Miss Shishinoda, if I'm correct. If we go to escape, I do believe we bring up a menu. We have Yui Shishoda, not Shishinoda. Tools, you'll be finding these over time, and you'll use them to do different type of actions. Victims will tell you who's actually died, what's happened over here to them. You can suspend, etc., etc. Let's see here. So let's maneuver ourselves down this way. There's a lot of like dialogue in this game, obviously, but there's also a lot of like gameplay, like, you know, traveling from one area to the other one. On occasion, you can get lost in terms of what to do. And always read everything in this game. It's really filled with a lot of story and lore. And really creepy stuff, mind you. Return home immediately. Those who remain here will go hungry and die of starvation. That reminds me. Poor Monet's all alone. He must be one hungry kitty by now. Can we not worry about your cat at the moment? You're stuck in some sort of dilapidated building from hell, and your kids are killing each other now. Alrighty. I mean, it is your cat, so I guess that's probably a reason right there alone, but let's see here. Classroom 2A. I want to make sure I'm finding everything we have to find here. Okay, mess around with that. Mess around with that. Heavenly Post. Breaking news. Serial kidnapping ends in murder. Over the past month, numerous children have gone missing within the town, and authorities quickly turned to kidnapping as the most likely explanation. Now investigators have located the whereabouts of these children, and their findings are far worse than anyone could have anticipated. The bodies of the absconded youths were discovered within the Heavenly Host Elementary School building on September 18, 1973 at around 7 p.m. Authorities further revealed that a male instructor from the school was found with them, alive but near catatonic, holding a pair of bloodied scissors. Each of the corpses had its tongue, apparently severed, and removed. Something. Unique mutilations, far too grotesque to describe, maybe? The page is torn at this point, and the bottom half of the article is nowhere to be found. I heard something about this once before, but I never realized just how horrific an incident it really was. Yeah, I mean, usually... Oh, that door just opened by itself. Usually tongue removing and body mutilation that is too grotesque to describe, but scissors is kind of really bad. It's really bad, as a matter of fact. Mrs. Shishinoda, or Shishido. I forget your name. Shishido. Miss Shishido. Whatever, man. Close enough. I'm gonna call you Miss Shi. A lot easier. Alrighty, so let's see. Door open by itself. Nothing to worry about there, right? Classroom 3A, this door is locked. Okay, we gotta find ourselves a key. Lucky for us, I do remember a little bit here about progression, so we can't read that one just yet. Alright. Shiny object, and we have this here. No teachers allowed on the 3rd floor. That's just straight up weird. It's a key, isn't it? A label on the key reads 3A. Take it? Absolutely, we need it. Acquired classroom 3A key. Alrighty. Let us head on back over here now and unlock this room. The door is now unlocked. Alright. What's the worst that could happen here, huh? Oh, okay, cool. Some ghostly apparition. Gasp! Well, if it isn't the teacher, are you all by yourself? Decided to stop shaking and shivering with the other two back in 1A, did you? I'll have you know I heard one of my students screaming and have set out to find her. I see, regrettably, as I keep telling people. That won't be possible. This school exists in a nexus where multiple dimensions overlap. It's but a single closed space in a sea of closed spaces. In other words, even though you may be in the same school as your screaming student, you and she occupy different dimensions. Which means you two can never meet. If one of you should die, perhaps your body or your spirit may move from one space to another. Or maybe you can find some means of traversing the planes freely as they do. Consider this fair warning. Even if you should find the exact spot from which your student's scream emanated, she herself may not be there, and if she isn't, there's not a thing you can do about it. But I heard her voice. It is true that other children have been brought here quite recently, children who, by all appearances, are indeed your students. But as I suggested, time and space do not behave as you'd assume here. They're fragmented. You say you heard a scream. That scream may have taken place only a few minutes ago. Or perhaps it occurred in another space many hours previous. It may even have an echo from the future. Who's to say? With this phenomenon as it is, it's entirely possible for two close spaces to have small influence on one another, even when out of sync. It doesn't matter. I can't just ignore that agonizing scream and go on my merry way. Step aside. Alrighty. So, time and space, we're not really all in the same place, probably. Or we are, but not really, according to this apparition here. The shelves are filled with just about every variety of cutting implement. Kitchen knives, surgical tools, chisels, etc. all appear unusually sharp. With so many metal tools in one place, this cabinet must be exceptionally heavy. Why are you telling me about the heaviness? Can I push it? Maybe with somebody else I could push it, huh? Alright, we'll try to remember that. Oh! Okay, I think we pissed off that ghost. Step aside! Why don't you fuck off, you damn corporal? Uh-oh. An earthquake? Yeah, I think we pissed it off alright. Eek! Oh no! There was a lot of sharp items there too. In all the world, the most vile, untrustworthy individuals of them all are you school teachers. All you care about is your own well-being. You're not worried about your students, you're just worried about being held responsible if something should happen to them. This really hurts. You're all the same, every last one of you, and I won't be taken in by your lies anymore. Taken in? When you see a problem among your kids, you just keep your distance because you sure wouldn't want to get involved. Have to keep appearances, right? You just pick out the problem children and chip away at them little by little until they either drop out or get expelled. You're not disciplining them, you're just raging at them. That's not... I've never met a teacher who actually cared about her students, not once. You're wrong. Oh. All of your students are destined to starve to death in these godforsaken halls if they don't succumb to depression and kill themselves first. There's no other possible outcome. They'll all die meaningless deaths just like I did. And they sure won't be thinking about you when they take their final breaths. Any last words, bitch? I'll tell them to your students as I end their miserable lives. Spare... Come again. Spare my students. What was that? Please, I don't care what happens to me. Just please, spare their lives. They're not your children. You're not their mother. Are you really still pretending to care about them? Filthy liar. Did you know? When you die in this accursed place, you experience the pain you felt at the moment of your death for all eternity. And I'm going to crush you to dust. The pain must be unbearable, unimaginable, and you're going to feel the pain every moment of every day forevermore. Ask me to spare you. It's what you really want, isn't it? Be honest with me, and I'll consider sparing your life. Okay, I have a feeling that we should probably continue to going along the path of the students here, so... Don't you harm a hair on their heads, you hear me? You are one stubborn little bitch. Oh, I think he killed me. I thought I could continue playing the card! This is excruciating. I think my ribcage is broken. It feels like someone's pushing this cabinet down on top of me with superhuman force. I'm losing consciousness. Does it hurt? Ah, poor baby. Your corpse will look just like the dead frog on the side of the road. Everybody live. Oh, yeah. I love you all. Yeah, I don't think she's getting up from that one. Ooh, boy. Meanwhile, alright guys, and this is where we wrap it up. I know, I'm not here trying to tease you or anything like that, but it's a one-shot after all. There's only so much I could actually fit into one video. But at least we got some of the, you know, supernatural part of the story over here involved, which is what I wanted to show off here, and some of the gameplay as well. But yeah, really fun game. If you haven't played it, I would definitely encourage you to check it out. This might be the definitive version again. It has like all the bonus content, bonus chapters. But if you enjoyed it, description below will have all the information you need to check it out on your own accord. If you want to see some more of Corpse Party on the channel, let me know. I wouldn't be opposed to playing some of this, especially for the PC version, because I haven't played this one. And I'm kind of curious about all the bonus stories and content as well. But we'll see. You guys let me know what you feel about it, and we'll consider it down the line. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.